Welcome. I'm the Deadwood Jedi, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm in my clanmate Dykstra's account. He pulled a Nekhret the Great, and he basically said, "Hey, you want to go play around with him?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. I do actually. He looks amazing. He sounds fun." So I did. I played around with him. Now I did a lot of this on stream, and like a lot of the footage just isn't usable. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to show you. I'm going to start off by showing you him in action. I'm going to show you him in Clan Boss. This is my first thought. I was like, this dude's got ally protection. He's got ally attack. He blocking debuffs, putting up strength in, triple attack A1. Like, yo, this is my dude. So we kitted him out. I got him. I'm pretty sure I put him in lifesteal gear. I had him with crit rate and crit damage, 4,000 defense. Want to see what he can do. He doesn't hit super hard, guys. I mean, I had him like almost 200 crit damage, 100% crit rate. I don't know that I took a screenshot of his kit, his gear, but like the dude was kitted out pretty good for Clan Boss. Just doesn't put that much defense up. He's very hard to tune. He gets extra turns at random times, and he gets cooldowns dropped at random times. So he's very difficult to tune, and he doesn't hit especially hard. So I didn't find him to be actually that great for Clan Boss. But I want to show you that so you guys can kind of make your own judgment on that. And then after that, I'm going to show you his kit. Then we'll take him around. We'll show him off in Fire Nights and kind of talk about how he's good in dungeons. And then we'll take him in the arena, where my guess is that's probably where he's going to be used most. I'm not sure I do a great job of showing him off, but that's what that's where I think his meta is going to be. But yeah, let's jump in. And the reason why we want this is we want to extend those ally protections as much as we possibly can. And I think you'll see he actually doesn't hit very hard either. So I would do this for Clan Boss, but I think if I'm just using for dungeons, I'd actually probably come down the defensive tree here. And I might take something like this, which increases the resist on champions. Might be good. You can see the total stats here: almost 4,000 defense, 35,000 health. We got really fast, around 220 speed, decent crit rate, damage. Nothing that's crazy, but definitely decent numbers. I do go ahead and switch the banner out here just to, I believe, give a little bit more speed to the build, or something like that. To try to get him going at like a 4:3 ratio, but it's not really necessary. I put him in the Batman Eater composition, kept him from dying essentially, and so this was just a way to kind of see how he uses skills without worrying about whether he's going to survive or not. But it was pretty clear that, one, he wasn't a major damage dealer. Two, that his ally protection, while good, and his ally attack, while good, aren't really going to benefit a team like this. This is certainly not the right team I'd want to put him in to really test his skills. But you got to see, he does put up a couple of those ally protections. He'll get off at least two, as you can see there, and be able to get a lot of ally attack going on. So it can be definitely effective. I mean, I was pretty confident after watching this. He's not a Clan Boss champion. He's okay, he's solid, but that's not where I would bring him in. So what I ended up doing was trying to tank up Nekhret as much as possible, and also screwing up my video. So here's the main stats as I'm talking over myself, but basically about 4,000 defense, 50,000 HP, around 220 speed. Lots of resistance. I built him resist heavy, didn't bother with the accuracy. And I'm really sorry that my recording got so messed up, but just is not where it should be. So instead, we're doing this here. But yeah, I feel like the way you want to build Nekhret is about as tanky as possible. He's an ally protection champ. You want to make sure he doesn't get hit. I feel like you want to make it so that his shield is bigger, hence you can see me going down the support tree there. You want to make sure he can get skills back and gets turn meter. That's why we have Arcane Celerity, Cycle of Magic. We want to extend those ally protections. or sorry, rapid response, not arcane celerity. We want to extend those ally protections as much as possible. So that's why we take lasting gifts there, which is very effective. And then other than that, we probably want to go down the defensive tree. Again, to get some more turn meter manipulation and also to get that resistance bonus at the end. Now, there's a myriad of ways you guys can go about this. I personally just feel like his best place is going to be in the arena or in Doom Tower or dungeon progression. And the reason why I would say that is his first, when he begins every round, he puts up one of his ally protection abilities, including block debuffs, and that block debuffs is a 3-turn last. That means immediately you have an immunity set on one of your champions in arena, which is a huge buff. It means they have ally protection up too, which means that their chances of them getting nuked down are a lot slimmer. So if you can stack resistance on Nekhret, stack defense, stack HP, all of a sudden you now have 2 champions that basically can't be affected by your enemy, and that just becomes very, very strong. So that would probably be the direction I would go if I were building out Nekhret the Great. But you don't necessarily have to go that route. It just seems like if you build him with resistance, then you don't need immunity gear. And if you don't need immunity gear, that means you can build him a little bit. You can probably build him a little bit tankier, a little bit faster, which will only make him stronger, quite frankly. And so yeah, that's what I did, and I figure we'll go into Fire Knight and show off what he does. You can see exactly how effective he's going to be here for Fire Knights. The ally protection keeps the weaker champions alive, like Coldheart, Lysandra, champions that do have a tendency to die a little early. Anybody like using Allure for Fire Knight? Because she is amazing, but incredibly squishy. Well, Nekhret's going to do a great job of ensuring that she makes it to the boss and then doesn't die immediately once there. Nekhret is going to be a great carry. Triple attack A1 is going to be perfect for Fire Knight. As far as dungeon goes, Fire Knight's going to be where Nekhret's strongest. However, Nekhret is going to have some viability both in Dragon, in Spiders, and Ice Golem. As a Void Legendary, he's going to be solid everywhere. But the difference between these, the synergy isn't going to be quite there like Fire Knight. Fire Knight, he's an ideal person to bring in. He keeps your Allure alive, he has a triple attack on his A1, he even brings ally attack to help bring that shield down even faster. There's nobody I'd rather have than Nekhret for a Fire Knight. For Dragon, for Spider, for Ice Golem, he has utility. He'll help keep your squishiest champions alive. He'll help you get some more attacks in general. But none of those is he really like a superstar champion. He's a carry. He's going to help you stay alive if that's what you need. But I don't feel like it's necessary for us to go over all that kit and in those spots. So one thing I do want to show you, though, of course, is going to be the arena. I think this is going to be Nekhret's strongest suits. Now, when it comes to dungeons, that Fire Knight run, I think, kind of gives you everything you need to know. You start with that ally protection on your weakest or your least HP champion. That's going to be the same if you're talking Doom Towers for each wave, if you're talking any of the dungeons for those waves. So he's going to be really useful keeping your weaker champions alive. that's excellent, right? Knowing that he's going to put that ability first on whoever's in your lead spot, and then on each spot in order after that helps you predict where that ally protection is going to go next. So make sure you have a good damage dealer or AoE champion or someone you want to be brought in on those ally attacks in that lead spot. So let me go ahead. I want to show you guys him in arena because I do think this is where he's going to be strongest at. Let's find a team. We'll just go with this team. It's not the strongest opponent. That's okay. We're just kind of getting an idea of where Nekhret's at. So I'm going to go to one time and auto it just so we can kind of see what he does. So you can see already the ally protection's on fully. So our weakest champion is covered. He then puts it on Arbiter. No problem. There goes fully doing her thing. Doing his thing. Boom, boom. And then next time, so his first goal is to put ally protection on somebody. That means his second goal is going to be to use that ally attack. Or not. The one thing that can't be removed is that ally attack ability. Alright, well, gotta see one little battle. Let's look for some others. So we can put this on another ally, protect them. Or we can go ahead and try and do an ally attack maneuver here. Fairly effective. And then we do get another turn, and we can immediately put this on another champion if we'd like to. So we can even put it on himself, I believe. That ally protection really keeps us safe. Even though we're facing a Valkyrie, we're still incredibly safe here with that. That's a pretty strong ability. All right, let's go ahead and leave this. So it's obviously it's hard to do. Nekhret is a great champion for this. Like we block debuffs and all that on fully now. Of course, it does become challenging because this really is all that he brings. But we can go ahead and attack first and weaken down some of these champions, which I think can be obviously very useful. Triple attacks. Obviously, putting some crit rate on, he wouldn't be terrible champion for damage. But you can see, like, there's definitely some limitations, but there's definitely some bonuses he brings. Being able to protect some of your champions, I think, is really, really strong. And so that's definitely a good bonus that he brings to the team. But the way I have him built right now, he's not a heavy damage dealer. The way I see him, I think is gonna be, you know, not a crazy damage champion, but a good carry. You're gonna want to use him in conjunction with other guys. It's not great on auto because I think we'd all rather have that go ahead and have that ally attack happen first. So you can just kind of come in. Yeah, if you have a really strong single attack champion, I feel like he'd be incredible with Rotos actually. Very interesting champion. He's fun to use. I love his animation. People really like him. I'm not in love with him, honestly. I don't think he has like a meta place in this game. I think he's fun to use. So, you know, if you just want to have fun with the champion, I think he's a great choice. But I don't see him as a meta placement type of champion for your team. Well, guys, that's Nekhret the Great. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like the dude. I think he's a good champion. I don't think he's meta by any means. Yeah, he looks super cool. I mean, look at that. Looks amazing. I love his attack animations, and like he brings a lot of cool stuff. The one thing he doesn't bring is a lot of damage. He doesn't bring the best utility, but he brings some really unique utility stuff. I think he's going to be really good for Doom Tower progression. You know, helping your weak but hard hitting champions get through the waves. That 6-turn initial ally protection, that's huge for each, and that's every time, every round. So every time you come to a new wave, you get that ability. That's really strong. Really, really strong. He's good for typical dungeon progression because of that as well. Now, is he the strongest? I would probably say no. It is just single target ally protection, but it becomes really unique when you get to put block debuffs on someone right from the jump, strengthen on them, ally protection on them right from the jump. That's why he's so good in Arena. Is basically he's a walking, talking immunity set for your team. That's pretty cool too. So there's definitely a lot of positives to him. I'm not sure that if I pulled him, I don't think I'd actually have him in any of my teams. Maybe some Doom Tower stuff, probably Fire Knight. I think that's the place where you are going to actually actively see him. I think he's going to be excellent in there. He pairs spectacularly well with the Lure just to keep her alive. Pairs really well with the Cold Heart to keep them alive as well. So he has a place in this game. It's going to be very good for you. He's not going to break the game. He's not like a meta-changing champion. He's not Krisk. But he is really, really good. So if you pulled him, congratulations. At the very least, you're going to have a lot of fun because he looks amazing and he is very fun to play with. So, yeah, that's going to do it. That's the Nekhret video, Nekhret the Great. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. And, yeah, until next we meet, I'm the Deadwood Jedi.